99, the sound of Philadelphia, in the company of your girl, Shaila. And you know that home ownership is a powerful step towards financial stability and generational wealth. Taking advantage of first-time home buying programs offers a valuable opportunity to build equity, secure financing, and invest in your future. And lucky for us, we have the ability to speak to someone from Parke Bank. We have Aiden Pacheco. How are you?
I'm doing good, Shaila. Good to be here.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come and talk to us today, especially about the Special Purpose Credit Program. Can you just tell us a little bit about that program?
So pretty much the Special Purpose Credit Program is a really good program, right? This program is designed specifically for minority, low-income individuals, right? It's here to relieve the stress minority and low-income individuals face when coming to buying a house. We understand the financial burden that a lot of these people in this community face.
Absolutely.
And we're here to address that issue by providing a program that brings a lower down payment cost program, relieving the stress of home buying. When we tie that program up with the first Philly Home program, it also alleviates the stress even more by providing a grant program that helps people buy a home by giving them an extra $10,000 or 6% of the purchase price to buy a home.
Now,
So
who's eligible for this?
So who's eligible for this? That is a great question. So the people eligible for this are first-time home buyers, but hear this. I want your listeners to hear this clearly because a lot of people believe that these programs are only out there for first-time home buyers. However, right, if you owned a home before, right, let's say 10, 15 years ago, and you ended up selling the house and you no longer have the home, and you've been renting for the past 3 to 5 years, you're eligible for this program. Yes,
you qualify as a
you qualify for this program, and you qualify for the benefits of this program. So it's a very key thing that a lot of people understand, that this program is not just there for first-time home buyers, even though it is focused for first-time home buyers. More people do qualify if you haven't owned a home in the past 3 to 5 years.
And you've got a complete one-on-one home ownership counseling. What is that?
So the one-on-one home ownership counseling, it's a program that it's funded by the federal government. So you go into a facility or a nonprofit or anything that is funded by the federal government, you meet with a counselor, and they pretty much go over your finances and stuff like that.
Okay.
And pretty much from there, you go through a series of, you can say like they start explaining to you more in detail the home buying process. And as they explain to you, it takes about a few weeks. Then they give you a certificate of completion at the end of that. Once you get that certificate of completion, you're pretty much set to go and buy a home.
And Parke Bank will finance up to 97%
Yes.
of the home.
Yes.
What else can you expect? Like, so that means you have to get 3% down payment.
Yes. And that is great, right? Because like we explained earlier, one of the biggest key things is the financial burden people face when buying a home. A lot of people have lost hope in home ownership because of the financial burden they face. So you no longer have to put that big income because it's hard to, pull up $30,000, $40,000 out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Especially for people in our communities. Like, we understand the financial burdens that they're facing, and some people are living paycheck to paycheck. We understand the economy is not great. So having this program take a traditional loan program, which is a conventional loan, and bring the perks of a traditional loan program to affordability for the people in this community, it's key.
Okay. So how does the 3% down payment option work for home buyers purchasing?
So again, pretty much we take a program that is a traditional loan program and we offer a low down payment option. And it's a really good thing. However, I do want to emphasize on something that's even better, right? So the program itself, right, we are here to help alleviate the initial cost of buying a home. However, we also alleviate the initial cost of owning a home for the next 30 years by removing something called PMI, which is private mortgage insurance, which you don't get that with a lot of other deals or a lot of other loan setups. So pretty much by removing that, you're alleviating probably from $100 to $300 a month on your monthly payment for the next 30 years.
Right about
so
that.
It makes a huge difference, and this is what makes this program unique. Is it doesn't just save you money and allow you to come to the table with less money. It saves you money long term.
Can you outline the steps involved in applying for this special credit program?
So the first thing is first, right? First thing is you reach out to us. That's the number one thing, right? Because a lot of people believe that buying a home is a one-size-fits-all. However, we understand the difference of diversity in our community and the different issues. So we have to understand what your situation is so we can draw out a really good roadmap for you. Once we figure out what's the best path for you to take towards home ownership, then we go through the traditional stuff, right? We go through making sure that you qualify with your income. making sure that you're under the income limit. We make sure that you do the home counseling. We make sure that you're a first-time home buyer or owned a home in the past 3 years. And then once we do all of that, then you're on your way to go to buy a home, and then we go from there.
So let's say they want to make the call. What must they have in their possession at that time of the call?
So first things first, right? The first thing that they need to have in their possession, I usually require, is we want to look at your income and we want to know what you're doing. We want to look at your finances. So having some bank statements, at least the last 2 months of bank statements.
Last 2 months.
Having your last 2 years of tax returns and 1040 forms are a great thing, right? Having your ID and social in hand so we can, do the credit checks and stuff like that and make sure that everything is good. Those are the key things to have when you make your initial call with us.
All right. And where do they call and how do they apply? Is there a website?
Yes. So for more information and stuff like that, you go to our website, www.parkebank.com. That's Parke Bank, Parke. You can also email me at apacheco@parkebank.com, or you can also give me a call at 267-710-9332.
All right. Spell that name, though.
ADAN. Yes, ADAN.
ADANPACHECO.
Yes.
At
parkebank.com.
All right. Once again, you can go to parkebank.com and find out more information. You can reach out to him specifically at Aiden Pacheco at parkebank.com. Anything you'd like to add about the Special Purpose Credit Program besides the fact that it's a great opportunity for Philly's first-time home buying?
I definitely want to add that, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, right? You don't have to be in the market for a home. If you just are interested in knowing, right, reach out, right? Because we believe that knowledge is power, and we're in the business of giving knowledge away for free.
That's right. Even if you're planning on doing this maybe 3 to 5 years from now, you at least need to be armed with the information so that you know how to maneuver it once you start making those steps, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Parkebank.com. Thank you, Aiden, for stopping by today and informing us on such a wonderful first-time home buying. But even if you have owned a home before and you haven't owned one in the last 3 to 5 years, you too can qualify for this program. So make sure you reach out to find out more information. Parkebank.com. Thank you, Aiden.
Thank you guys for having me.
Look at that.